Well, would you look at what we have here, bruh? We have the Gamerverse 2-pack with Wolverine and Silver Samurai. And for a while, bro, I thought I was not going to be able to get this. And then it just popped in stock on Amazon. Ordered it, and here it is, bro. So I now have, what, 3? I had 3 in the 3-pack so far. I did sell Psylocke, though. I did not need Psylocke. I still have the Thanos, too. I really don't know if I need that Thanos, bro. I like it more than the comic one. I don't know, bro, but with that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. I really love the boxes on these so far, bro. These are nice. Do like to keep my boxes, so this one is definitely staying in the collection. Let me get out my X-Acto knife, and we're gonna open this up. Nice and easy. Set the box off to the side. Just get a closer look at the two. And I like how they kind of like delved into the game more. They give these guys more, I would call it more aggressive looks, more exaggerated looks, as you see with the shoulder pads and whatnot. And Wolverine on his mask and the claws, as you can see, which I do like. Now, let's get them out of the box. All right, we got everything out the box, and there are a lot of accessories, bro. So first off, we're gonna start off with these humongous accessories for Wolverine. Kind of like claw marks. These are nice, and they also come with 2 little stands. Just plug these in here. Oh, excuse me, wrong way. Plug that in like so. Same with the other side, or other one, I mean. And then there's a little part right here. You can plug this right into. And of course, with the weight, well, actually, no, it stands up pretty good. Thought it was gonna weigh it down a little bit, but I guess it's just how you have it positioned. Say we have it that way, and there you have it. These are very nice. Let's make an X with them. See if we can do that. Like so, which is very nice. So let's move these to the back. Then we have a set of fisted hands for Wolverine, as you can see. Then we have this big kind of like shuriken for Silver Samurai, which can also peg in on the stand, which is also nice. You gotta love that, bro. You gotta love when Hasbro's giving us some new accessories and stuff. And then we have this kind of like energy effect, as you can see. And we have Silver Samurai's sword. And I love the blue up there. You can kind of get the sword like, you can get it going through. Let's do this better, let's see. Let's see. Cause I can't never get this stuff right on camera, of course. If I can get it to go through there. Can have it like that. So y'all see what I'm trying to get across, man. I can't never do these things on camera for some reason. But let's check on the back of the box. Oh, I thought it was gonna show it on the back of the box. But of course you can have this going over the sword. Of course it's powering up, you know, his mutant abilities. He can channel like energy and whatnot through the sword. So it's a great way to utilize that. Now let's look at Wolverine himself. And if you notice, these guys are about the same size. This Wolverine is huge, bro. He is big and beefy as well. And I love the mask. Mine is kind of bended a little bit. Probably gonna have to heat it out to flare him out some more like that. But man, this thing is huge. The only thing I don't like is you can see the yellow on the knees is different from the rest of the yellow. It kind of stands out a little bit, but I ain't gonna stress it. You can really tell back here. It's way darker than the rest. But the sculpt on this and everything is nice, bro. Love the big claws. So for articulation, his head can look up this far. His head can't really look down any. You get some nice head tiltage in there, as you see. And he can look all the way around. I also love the teeth up here, bro. They look real nice. And of course, with the shoulder pads, you can get them to move out the way. You can get the arms to go up and all the way around. You can get them to go up this far. And see if we can move this. I was thinking that his arms can go in more because of the butterfly, but you can't really get them to go in more. Go back a little bit. You can't really get him to go in more or as much as I thought you would be able to, but it's all good. He has a swivel up here at the top of his arm. As you see, you have your single jointed elbow, but it does bend pretty well, about probably a little bit over 90 or right at 90. So it's still a good range of movement. Get his wrist to turn all the way around, go in and out. And for his diaphragm and whatnot, get him to tilt to side. Get a great crunch. A really great crunch, as you see. Crunch back great. And you can get this to move all the way around, of course. Get him to move all the way around at the waist. And the belt does move a little bit. You can move that up and out of the way. With his legs, they can kick forward this far. You can kick out to the side some. You have a swivel up here. You have your nice double jointed knees. Great bend on those. I also love the boots as well. These are nice. He can kick back. Can he kick back? Well, he can kick forward. The feet up here are kind of weird. He can kind of kick back, but due to like how they up there, kind of looks weird. But he can kick back a little bit, and of course he has great ankle tiltage. This is a nice Wolverine, y'all. This can be your go-to Wolverine. Of course, he's a little bit bigger, but it's your collection, man. Make it the way you want it. Now for Silver Samurai, and the retro Silver Samurai was already good, so this added bigger shoulder pads, and I think these may be a little bigger as well, but everything else is pretty much the same. And I think the head sculpt is a little bit different. I love the color up here, kind of like a gunmetal gray. It's very nice. Nice menacing smile or gritted teeth look. You can look down ever so slightly. Can't really look up because, of course, his helmet, he can look side to side. A little bit of head tilt, is just a very little bit. And you can get these pads, of course, they can take off and peg right in at the shoulder. But they still can move, as you see. So with these, his arms can go up this far. If you take them off, let's see. No, his arms still, well, they can go up a little bit higher. He has a swivel right here. And he does have pins because it's basically the same as the older one. His hand can go up and down, as you see. I don't know if y'all can hear my mom and my sister downstairs, but they being mighty loud. But, oh yeah, also, let's see. Okay, I want to try something real quick, y'all. But anyways, I also love the logo up here, man. Very nice. Can go tilt that far to the side. Tilt this far to the side. Can rotate. A little bit of a crunch there. Great crunch backwards, but when you crunch it forward, it kind of wants to move back a little bit. As you see, it's slowly moving back, but it's all good. This can't move any, but these are flexible. So you can get his leg to kick forward this far. You can get it to kick out to the side that far. Then you have a swivel. Then you have your double jointed knees, which you can get a good bend on. That's why these kind of like cut this way, so you can get more articulation, which is still very nice. He does have a boot rotation, and his toes can kick backwards, forward, and in like that. So now, let's get him holding his sword. I don't know why, bro. I don't even know too much about Silver Samurai as a character, but I just love the figure, bro. I love the first time I had him. And I love this figure too, man. I think this is a great 2-pack to pick up. And of course, you can have him acting like he's throwing his shuriken with this right here. If I can get him to stand. There we go. Can have him throwing that at Wolverine, which is cool. Very cool, bro. I love that a lot. Now, let's get these two compared to some other Gamerverse figures. So Silver Samurai and Wolverine here. Let's get these other Gamerverse figures out. You have War Machine here, which is a little bit taller than Wolverine and Silver Samurai. Just a little bit. We have our boy Venom right here. Love that Venom, bro. Just don't know if I need it, bro. Then we have Cap right here. And these all look nice. And still have them in the clamshell. I don't know if I want to sell them or not, but also Thanos. I don't know how I almost forgot, bro. Cannot forget Omega Red, man. Cannot forget Omega Red. These all look good, bro. All look very good. These all can be definitives for your collection if you like. Now let's get these two compared to some other X-Men. For another villain, we have Sabretooth. You see how he stands? Still very much bigger than Wolverine, so this still can work. Here we have Daken. Next to Wolverine. They about the same height, but you can see how much bigger that Wolverine is in terms of like bulk compared to Daken. So we have Daken here. Now let's get out some of the bigger figures that we have. We have Warpath here, who's just a little bit bigger than Silver Samurai, a little bit taller. Still taller than Wolverine, as you can see. And then we have another Wolverine villain in Cyber. So I think this Wolverine is a little bit bigger than your standard Wolverines, but it still can work. Because it seems like a lot of Wolverine villains are way taller than him anyway, even the Silver Samurai. So he's always punching up regardless. But I will compare him, lastly, up to the CT Toys. You see the height difference in that, which is crazy. And mind you, this is already a little bit shorter than your standard Mayfex. But it is a tall Wolverine, to say the least. But yeah, y'all, I appreciate y'all for watching. This is a very good 2-pack, man. Definitely recommend if you can get it. I think these will not be in stores unless you're going to like GameStop or like comic book shop or something like that, hobby shop. So if you see this online, pick this up as soon as you can. Definitely recommend this, man. And we go. Oh yeah, and before we go, I almost forgot to mention that you can get these two. See, you can peg them in like so, which is nice. There's a few different peg points, so you can pretty much have it the way you want it. If I can get this in there, this angle, pretty much peg these in here whatever way you want. You can still always peg it onto the stand like so, which is very cool. But yeah, y'all, I'm going for real.